Today is day 5 of RPG A Day for the year 2017, and that brings us to the fifth question. And the fifth question is about covers. Role-playing game book covers. Now, not favorite covers. I'm sure we all have our favorite covers that we want to show. I personally like leather covers like these ones. You know, I just really like a big, thick book with an elegant, leather or faux leather, Naugahyde cover. But anyway, that's not what this question is about. This question is about the cover that you feel evokes the spirit of the game. Truly, perhaps we could use the word best. That best encapsulates or presents the spirit of the game to someone looking at it. If you were going to show one cover from a game line to a friend to convince them to try the game or to explain what the game was about, which one would it be? So for me, that leaves out all of these, special editions or leather covers. They don't show much of anything unless, of course, the game was intended to be done up like an in-world document.
There are many examples of what I mean, but I'll use these examples from White Wolf for the classic World of Darkness, the Revelations of the Dark Mother, the Silver Record, the Hunter Apocrypha, the Erisys Fragments. All of these were meant to be used in-game as actual props. Very little on the cover revealed its non-game origin.
So this was a challenging question. A lot of these questions are supposed to be challenging, get you thinking, get you making lists in your head, things that you want to share with people or ask questions about with people. So what cover? What cover do I think when I look at it just reaches out and grabs me and says, this is what the game is about? So then I started making some rules in my head, like I wanted covers where there was action happening, not poses. Didn't want static poses of people like standing in the hero line or whatever. I wanted either no, characters at all, just machinery or something, or action. So that made it a little bit easier to whittle things down. And I thought about, there's still some pretty awesome covers. I mean, Hollow Earth Expedition has one of the most eye-catching covers I think I've ever seen, and it clearly has elements of the entire game in that cover. But that gets me thinking about Triple Ace games, All for One, Regime Diabolique, and I love that cover. I mean, that practically pulled me into the screen, into the download section of Drive-Thru RPG when I saw it. That captures the spirit of the game. How can I choose between them? It's hard. And it was going in this direction that, I started just to review a lot of my favorite covers, just to get them out of the way, like a palette cleansing thing, so I could think more clearly. There's the most incredible cover maybe I've ever seen, Broken Rooms, with its use of stark black and white real-world photography. Man, every time I see that cover, it's incredible. So let's show off some of these covers. Hollow Earth Expedition.
The cover to the core rules knocked it out of the park, but each subsequent volume, and there's more than these, was also killer.
All for One, Regime Diabolique.
Pictured here with the cover for Desolation, both games tell you right away what they're about and what characters are supposed to do.
Broken Rooms.
You'll have to read the game to really understand why this is the perfect picture. And I would be remiss if I didn't even show the tip of the iceberg of amazing covers from the design mechanism for the Mithras line. Things that definitely let you know exactly what the characters are intended to do. Pay particular attention to the Mithras cover itself.
Okay, now that we've got those out of the way, what did I actually choose? And it really is a surprise to me. It's not the best cover in the world. It doesn't have a lot of action going on. And in fact, it kind of breaks that self-imposed rule I had of no posing. Except in this game, the posing just might be an action. So, what game am I talking about? Well, the game I'm talking about is by Eden Studios. And it's the licensed RPG for Armies of Darkness. I got it one year for my birthday from people in my gaming group, and we ran it pretty much right away with very little prep. And even though I considered this kind of game, high action, lots of comedy, to be outside of my wheelhouse of comfort, or at least I did in those days, we had a blast. The system used by Eden, the Unisystem, is a lot of fun to play. I find similarities with Ubiquity, of course, and man, what a fun time playing this game. But this is not about the game so much. It's about the cover. Now, the cover, well, I'll just show it to you. Here it is. The cover you would have seen if you've seen the movie cover, Armies of Darkness, the role-playing game. And there's Ash posing on this upturned car, which is on fire, and the lovely lady next to him, and he's got his chainsaw, and there's all these deadites crawling up from below. It's action, and yet it's posing. It looks like a movie cover, and yet that is the point of this game. Playing the movie, having those crazy one-liners, the, boomstick, shop smart, shop S-smart stuff. Hail to the king, baby. That's what this is all about. And I think this cover delivers that spirit in truckloads. So, what cover does it for you? Which one says, this is the game? I can't wait to find out what they are. But, until then, tomorrow will be day 6, where we get one of the meatier questions. You have a week where you can do nothing but gaming, or you're free to do nothing but gaming. Describe what you do. I think we'll have a lot of fun with this answer. At least I intend to. So, until then, remember, tag all of your responses with the hashtag RPGaday so people can find them, comment on them, and share them. And if you're looking for other people's responses and like an easy way to do that, then just go to rpgaday.com.
This year, RPG A Day is sponsored by the RPG Brigade, which does such exciting events as run its own convention, an online convention called BrigadeCon, which supports the Child's Play charity. Check it out at brigadecon.org.